Hi everyone, welcome to a new weekend vlog. It is Friday and I'm in a little bit of a rush today because this morning I've been working on finishing up an interview I recorded with Kate Morton about her latest book, Homecoming. This is just out in paperback in the UK and I recorded an interview with her about the book, which was so much fun, and kind of in celebration of the paperback being out. I actually read this, the hardback version, I think last April. It was definitely springtime anyway, and I so enjoyed it. It was such a page turner, and it was wonderful to chat to Kate. I'd interviewed her first about 5 years ago. We chatted about her previous book, The Clockmaker's Daughter. And it was wonderful to speak to her again. We've both had big changes in our lives since we met and chatted in London for my first interview with her. She was living in London then, so was I. But during the pandemic, she moved back to Australia, and of course I moved to Yorkshire. So we had a little bit of a catch up before the interview, and she's always so lovely. She's one of my favourite writers. I just adore her books, but she's such a lovely person as well. And yes, it was just so nice to chat with her. She's always so interesting. So a really lovely author to interview. I felt very lucky to get to chat to her. And it was so much fun. I'll link the interview, by the way, in the description box because it will be up by the time this video is up. So do have a listen if you love Kate Morton too. And what I'm going to do today is Mum and I are going to head to our independent bookshop that's local to us. And I want to pick up the brand new paperback edition of Homecoming, but I specifically want the independent bookseller edition, which has some nice sprayed edges. They're different from the indie hardback edition. This is the indie hardback. I love these sprayed edges, and it also has a signed page, which is lovely. But I want to get for a giveaway the indie paperback edition. I tried to go into our bookshop earlier in the week, but it actually took a couple of days before the paperback came in. So it's there now, and Mum and I are going to go pick it up, and then I have to photograph it this afternoon so I can include it in the blog post for the interview and get that up on my blog this afternoon / early evening maybe. And I'm going to do a giveaway on my Instagram of the paperback. So I'll link to the giveaway as well, because that should definitely be up by the time this video is up too. So yes, I'm really looking forward to that. It's always lovely to go to the little Ripp bookshop. They always have such a nice selection of books, and I really like the way that publishers are doing these independent bookshop editions that really encourage people to go and shop in their local bookshops too. So I wanted to do that, even though I don't need the paperback myself. I'm happy to have the hardback, but I thought it would be fun to go get the book and to do a giveaway with it. So someone lucky can get it and hopefully enjoy reading it. So yes, we're going to go and do that. I'll take you along with me so I can show you a little bit of the Ripp bookshop. We're just stopping by another of our favourite shops, because we've spied some very pretty Emma Bridgewater in the window. So Mum's just running another errand, but we got to the Ripp bookshop and they had the special indie paperback edition of Homecoming with those lovely sprayed edges. I think those are so pretty. So yes, I've picked this up for my giveaway. Have to get back home and photograph it now, so I can put the photograph in my blog post and then it'll be for Instagram for doing the giveaway. But I'm pleased to have got it. That's lovely. And then we did pop into one of my favourite little shops in Ripon, which is called Forbes, and they have lovely things, sort of candles and some china and just kind of nicks and knacks, but very lovely things. And we did pick up a few little bits and bobs, but I'll show you later what we got, because they're all wrapped up very nicely at the moment, so I think we'll get them home safely and I'll show you sometime later what we got. We love this shop because they do stock some Emma Bridgewater, and you know how much we love Emma Bridgewater, so it's really nice to see some of it in person sometimes, because there was a new pattern that she's done this spring that when I looked at it on the website I didn't really like very much, but seeing it in person I like it a lot more. So I did pick up a little jug in this new pattern, which is so pretty and so spring-like. The weather's really nice today and it just finally feels like spring is on its way, which is really wonderful. So yeah, we picked up a few little pieces that will be nice for spring, so I'll show you that later. I think we're probably just going to head on to Mark's now to do a little bit of grocery shopping. As it's Friday, I think we might pick up, and it's been a really busy week for me, so I think we're going to pick up an easy supper, and we get this sometimes as a Friday night treat, especially after a hard week. Mark's does this nice little sort of seafood platter, so Mum and I love fish and seafood, so we get the seafood platter and then a little bottle of wine, and that's our Friday night sorted. So I'm already looking forward to that, but work hasn't quite finished for the day. I do need to get my photography done before the light goes, and I need to get my interview up with Kate Morton, and I'll also be doing a post about the first Seasons of Story virtual gathering, just to introduce ourselves and to have a little chat about I Captured the Castle, which is the Seasons of Classics book club pick for April. And I need to write up a little post just setting up when the first meeting will be and letting people know that. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing so far to Seasons of Story. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited to do the first kind of virtual tea and books chat with you all, and to chat a bit about I Captured the Castle, which is one of my favourite books. This will just be to kind of introduce the book a bit. We'll discuss it in April, but yes, I thought we could just have a little meet each other and introduce the book. So yes, a bit more work to do today, and then I can enjoy my seafood platter and a glass of wine. So back home with Mum, and just got to unpack the groceries, but they're quite sort of fun groceries today.
Yeah, it was like a sort of like more of a treat
Yeah,
thing for tonight. And
Friday night treat.
Friday night treat.
So I thought I could show you what we got, as well as what we got earlier in Ripon. But I'll unpack the groceries first. They need to be put away anyway. We picked up a box of biscuits at Marks, mainly for the tin, I have to say.
Yes.
Such a gorgeous tin.
I always like the Marks biscuits. They're nice.
Yes, they are very nice.
Very Moorish.
And these are their luxury Belgian chocolate ones, which, I mean, that sounds very nice. So, a little treat for the weekend, but very pretty tin that we'll keep as well.
Yeah. Useful, that tin, for cards and things.
Yeah, eggs. A bit boring, but we did need those.
Yeah.
I love the sourdough baguette from Marks, and we'll be enjoying this tonight, or part of it tonight anyway. We do like their baguette, don't we?
Do, especially the sourdough one. That's really tasty.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And then I got a couple of bunches of tulips. Pretty colours, aren't they?
They're lovely. They'll be really pretty.
And I think
tulips now. It's coming, isn't it?
It is. And I think I might even use them for my photograph today, which I still have to take.
Whoops.
But be doing that. Here. It is. And then we also got from the flower shop.
Someone did more hyacinth.
Yeah, and I love their little Emma Bridgewater tins that they do. This one was my favourite tin.
I think
so
it's lovely,
pretty.
and it's going to be blue, which I love blue hyacinth, so that's
nice. So that's nice. And then they didn't have the seafood platter that we normally get, but they did have this one, which we do like a lot, and it was on sale, reduced too. So that was
even better.
Even better. We always look for the yellow label.
Yeah, yellow label.
Reduced things.
Especially when you're going to eat it that night. It's
so this is our kind of favourite Friday night treat. When we've had a busy week, we get one each of their seafood platters.
Yes.
And I'll just put those down.
Yeah.
And then we also like their sort of 3 for £8.
Yes.
And our favourites are the calamari, sort of fresh calamari. And so we've got 2 of those. Yeah. Because they're nice either for snacks or to put on top of like a salad for lunch.
They are nice.
They work well. And the other one we like is the mozzarella and roasted sun-dried tomatoes.
Yes.
So we got those. And then
we took advantage of their 6 wine 10% off deal. You buy any wines for as long as you got 6, you got 10% off. So because this is our what we do on the weekends when we're having a treat, and it's just like, us. And obviously, if we've got more people, we tend to get a bigger bottle.
Like for us, for like our Friday night, we love this to accompany our seafood platters. Yes. So we really like this sized wine bottle. It's obviously a smaller one, but for just us two, it just works
4
well.
Small glasses, so we usually do Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, it does about 4 small glasses worth of wine, and it's just like a nice little treat.
My favourite, but they only had a couple, didn't they? It's Gavi, or how you say it. Yeah,
yes,
but I like
we like this one the best, but they only had 2 left, so we also got Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah. But they're both nice. It's funny, I didn't realise the Gavi is actually corked. No wonder you like it, and this is just
that's what it is.
Just a twist off. So obviously the Gavi is a bit classier. Which is funny. I hadn't noticed that before. But so that's what we got from Marks.
Yeah.
And then, I got the Kate Morton book. That's the one I need to photograph. And then from the little shop Forbes, which we love, we did pick up a few little Emma Bridgewater things. We thought how sweet this tray was. A cup of tea and a biscuit. That's one of her kind of classic toast trays. Yeah. And we always are having a cup of tea and a biscuit, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Very much our 11s.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So got that, and I love her little trays. They're so reasonable, but they're really sweet.
They're lovely.
I think I've already showed you that we got some of the Roses mugs before, and this is a little plate that matches. So
isn't it pretty?
I love that.
Yeah.
And we need some more sort of little plates. So I was happy to get that one. And oh yes, and then I got this little picture, which is so sweet. I think I might try and use it today, although I don't know if I think it's maybe a bit small for the tulips, so I maybe won't use it today. But I'll use it soon in a photo, I'm sure.
Daffodils are beginning to come out now.
They are, yeah, we were just noticing on the drive home that some of the daffodils near us are just starting to come out. It felt very spring-like today, didn't it? Which was lovely. And this is a pattern that I wasn't so sure about just looking at it on the website. I didn't think I liked the colours, but actually in person I really love the colours, and you actually especially love these colours, don't you?
I do.
And they are very spring-like looking, so I got a little picture.
I will love
which is always so nice.
Yes.
And handy to use.
Yeah.
And then oh, these are candles, aren't they? See, I can't remember what these were, but you picked up some candles.
I did, because we
you?
always use them in the small.
That white ceramic one.
Yeah.
That I got in Derbyshire at Chatsworth.
Yeah, because they're a little same size.
Yes, and
a couple of white
they fit
ones.
well.
Nice, aren't they?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, they obviously burn up pretty quickly, these, because they're small, so we wanted some new ones, but they're really sweet in that little candle holder. So we got that, and then I couldn't resist these. These are by Gisela Graham, and they just looked so sweet for spring. Getting in the spring mood now. All of the Easter things are coming out in marks. Yes, all the Easter eggs and everything.
Lots of hot cross buns as well.
Yeah, so I couldn't resist these little tea light holders. I think they're so sweet, aren't they?
They're really
so
cute.
I got two of these little daffodil ones.
They're
They
really
look
nice.
so pretty.
Very, very pretty.
Yeah. And yes, so that's what we got. Anyway, I'm going to very quickly put these away, sort this out, and then I need to go and take my picture and finish up my blog posts and work for the day. And then it'll be time for our seafood platter.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Just relax tonight.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hello, it's Sunday now. Happily, I did get up my giveaway post. I ended up putting it up on Saturday, yesterday. But I have to admit I had a really bad headache yesterday, so I didn't film. So I thought I would hop on this morning and have a little chat with you before I start editing this video to go up today. It's definitely been a really, really hectic couple of weeks, but I'm looking forward to things calming down a little bit for the rest of February. If you do want to enter the giveaway for the Kate Morton book, then I will link it in the description box down below. So you can check out the giveaway on Instagram. And the interview is obviously live as well, so do have a listen to that if you'd like to learn more about the book. I thought I'd tell you about some books that came in the post and also what I've been reading this week. So it's not been the best reading week, but I have almost finished Anne of Avonlea. It's not going to take me very long to finish that now. And I've been really enjoying it. I think, as I mentioned last week, I'd forgotten how much the Anne sequels explore the lives of other characters as well. You still get a lot of Anne's story, but the cast of characters just feels a lot bigger than it does in Green Gables. And I do quite like that. I'm not as charmed by some of the characters as I think Ella Montgomery was herself, like the really naughty boy Davy, who Paul Murillo also seems to end up adopting two twins in Anne of Avonlea, Davy and Dora. Davy is a really mischievous little boy, and I actually do find his character a little bit obnoxious, and I think Helen Montgomery just intends you to find him quite sweet and lovable in spite of his incredible naughtiness. And yes, he's not really a favourite character of mine, I have to say, but I do enjoy learning about some of the other characters in Avonlea, and I really like the continuation of Anne's story, of course, in this book. I really like seeing her mature and evolve as a character, but she still gets up to some really, really funny scrapes in this book too. And I also, as always, love so many of Ellen Montgomery's descriptions of the natural landscape of Prince Edward Island. She's just such an incredible writer. Her prose is so lyrical, and there are always lots of little passages that I want to copy into my commonplace book from any of her books. That's always such a huge part of the joy and the charm of her books for me, is how many quotable passages there are in her stories. So yes, really, really enjoying this one, and I'll finish it soon. And then I've also just starting a reread of The Lost Art of Keeping Secrets by Eva Rice, which is of course February's Comfort Book Club choice. I just realised I didn't update the Comfort Book Club website page at the very beginning of the month, because it's just been that kind of month. So I've done that now to show that this is this month's read. I mean, it was on the upcoming reading list for months and months and months, so it was announced a long time ago, but I just forgot to put it on the front page. And yes, our discussion video is next Sunday of this book. Do remember to send in a voice message by the 21st if you want to add your thoughts to our discussion. And I can't wait to read this again. This will be sort of perfect antidote to a hectic month, I think. It's just getting lost in the pages of this book again. It's such a charming story, so I know I'm going to enjoy this one this week coming. And then I got a few books in the post that I was really pleased about. So I got Chronicles of Avonlea, and then Further Chronicles of Avonlea, and I love these old-fashioned vintage copies of the books. And as you know, I'm on a real Ellen Montgomery, Anne of Green Gables sort of roll right now. I want to read through all of the books again, and also the sort of collections of short stories. These definitely have stories that relate to Anne in them, so that's why I want to reread them as part of my reread of the whole Anne series. So I'm really pleased to have these, because I no longer had copies of these books, so I was really thrilled to get those. And then I had these on pre-order for about a year, I think. I've been so looking forward to getting them. They're the Puffin in Bloom books that they do in collaboration with Rifle Paper Company. And they've done some in the past of Little Women and A Little Princess and Anne of Green Gables and Heidi. And they've just done some Jane Austen ones. So there's Pride and Prejudice. I'll show you the spines too, because they're just so, so pretty. I mean, the whole book, I think, is lovely. So Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, just so gorgeous. And I think my favourite is Emma. I just love this cover with the strawberries and the bow and that spine. It's just stunning. So I was thrilled to get these. I have the others in the Rifle Paper Company and Puffin in Bloom collaboration. So these will add to that set that I have. This type of book becomes very collectible generally. So I'm always happy to kind of grab hold of them when they're still available. Anything Jane Austen, I have learnt, becomes so collectible. So I'm really thrilled to have those. They're just really gorgeous. And that was a real highlight of the week, getting those. Oh, and I have to show you these tulips that I just just filmed on Friday getting them at Marks, and look how just 2 days later they've come out so much. They look stunning, don't they? I thought they'd be kind of double tulips, and they are. They're so pretty. So anyone in the UK, if you do have a look in Marks, because they've got some really, really pretty tulips at the moment. And I just think it's lovely how these have come out so much already. So I wanted to show that to you. Anyway, I'm going to finish up this vlog here as I have to edit and upload it today. So let's hope that all goes smoothly. But thank you as always for watching my video. Extra big thanks to all of you who have signed up for Seasons of Story, and also to everyone who supports my work either by being a member of one of my communities like Seasons of Story or the Bookish Almanac, or to those of you who press the super thanks button, and of course to everyone who watches my videos and likes and comments on them. I so appreciate all of you, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.